What's up, guys?
What up? What up?
The grind. Our featured guest is anonymous right now.
We got Leatherface in the building.
Guys, give us a share, please. Share it up. I'm going to give you guys a minute to give us a share. I would really appreciate it. Welcome to Behind the Grind, Volume 35.
I can drink to this.
Share, Papaya. Give us a share, please.
Share give us a share. Give us a like. Comment.
I would really appreciate it. Welcome to Leatherface in the building.
I just want to say, Leatherface, your last movie was garbage.
Bro, I didn't want to do it. I told them, no, I don't want to do it. They pushed me. They paid me. I'll admit it. I took the bag. I did it for the bag.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Behind the Grind. Let's get a share, please, to the people we got in here so far. Say what's up. Drop a GME. I see some people in here, but I don't see GMEs yet, so I'm a little hesitant to get
where them GMEs at?
It off. Yeah, where these GMEs at up in here? All right, I'm gonna get into a verse then. This is what we're gonna do, guys. Welcome to Volume 35 of Behind the Grind. I am your host, Trip B. This is my co-host,
Johnny Concepts. What's up?
We're gonna keep continuing to peel back the curtain on some of your favorite grind mode affiliates. Today we got the fam Massaka. Guys, yeah, that's Leatherface right there. I'm gonna play a 16 of Massakas for you guys right when we come back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how you guys doing tonight? I see some heads in here. I'd love to see some GMEs. Nate, what's good? Lori,
where they at?
Good.
How many people?
Sorry, I just read my mom's government name out loud. That felt weird. All right, we're going to share this 16. This 16 is from Bars from the Barbecue, Volume 1. That's right, Volume 1. I know a bunch of affiliates. What's up, Big G's? I know a bunch of affiliates.
Good, bro?
Let's see. I know a bunch of affiliates have attended these events. Massaka was fortunate enough to be on the first volume of Bars at the Barbecue. And I'm going to share it up for you guys right now.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Nicole, how you doing? DJ Johnny Blaze, Big G's.
Hey, guys, mute your mics.
Grind mode Cypher. Bars at the Barbecue. I'm back in action, watch several get hype, the main attraction. The spectacle's lit bright, not decipherable, illegible when my pen write. I'm a grind mode general, you a genital tick bite. I'm the chemical imbalance in your head that don't sit right. You visit the doctor to get your testicles and dick sliced. I'm the heart ventricle that gives life. Disrespect, I'll strip every last breath from your windpipe and cancel your esophagus with amperage and water. Just shove his head right under the sand. Just like ostriches, I bring candles to darkness. I'm cancer to you doctors. What phantom to the opera is I'm ransom to you hostages. Shove me up in campers and cottages like photographers with cameras and binoculars. Study stars like astrologists. Anthropologists will tell you hip-hop is monotonous. Say this man ain't monstrous, the answer preposterous.
That's what's up.
Fire.
That's what's up. I haven't heard that verse in a long time. That was dope.
Bro, yo, you got to go back to Trip's face, bro.
Oh, was I in the background?
Yes, dude. And I'm like, you visit the doctor to get your testicles and dick sliced. And yo, you gave like that look like, oh shit, he just said that. Why did you just say that?
I just checked my testicles out. Oh shit.
It's epic, dude. Every time I've seen this, dude, that's like the thing that like catches my eye in the background is just your face expression, bro. It makes me fucking laugh every time.
Man, it's always a good time at those events. It's always a good time. Guys, before we get into any further, I wanted to introduce my guest for the evening. His name is Massaka, Grind Mode General, down since the beginning, the mixtape era. One half of Reverse with the homie AyoK. You guys know the deal. Let me get rid of the screen so you can see my homie. Massaka, tell him a little bit about yourself. Oh, Johnny, you had something to comment?
Well, I was just gonna say, literally, the definition of a grind mode OG from Grind Mode Volume 1, and like you said, the mixtape era. So we're gonna get into a lot of that stuff too.
Yeah, let's do that. I definitely want to do that.
That guy. All right, yeah. Let's tell him a little bit about yourself, Massaka. Where you're from, how you got into hip hop, and how you got your name.
All right, so I go by the name of Massaka. And basically how I how I came up with my name was it's very actually it's far more deep than what most people think. One, I'm from Massaka. I'm from Massachusetts. But I was born in Texas. A lot of people don't know that. I was born in Texas. My logo is the chainsaw. All right. And so when I came up with a name, it was actually just like super random, just like flipping through the dictionary. And I was like, yo, this is like, you know, this is when we use dictionaries, you know what I'm saying? Now it's just like whatever. But I was like, I want something that represents like where I'm from. So you're like, you know what I mean? You're looking up mass this, mass that, you know, and I was like, yo, Massaka. I'm like, that's super dope. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, yo, you killed that. You know what I'm saying? Like you murdered that. It was a massacre. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, I was like, oh, I got to go with that. But I was like, I want to flip it, which is actually fucking caused me more pain than anything because people call me Massaka left and right, right? Yeah. So, but I wanted the AKA because I could be like Mass, like Massachusetts, but Mass, AKA also known as, and I pick up aliases along the way. You know what I'm saying? So like one of my aliases back in the day was the Alien because like, you know, here I am opening up, like when I first started, I'm opening up shows with like, you know, city dudes, you know what I'm saying? Talking about street shit. And here I am like fucking intergalactic spaceship, fucking, you know what I mean? Like some weird shit. And, you know, just being me, not trying to be nothing else that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? So, so I picked up aliases like along the way. But so I picked up Massaka. I hit up my boy Dwayne. I said, yo, make me a logo. He makes me a logo. It ends up being a chainsaw. I'm like, yo, that's super fire. Like the Massaka with the, you know what I'm saying? The bloody chainsaw. Right. And then I'm like, yo, I was born in Texas. I was like, this is crazy. And then, and then like years go by, Trip. We're watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, right? So, and the girl's running through the graveyard. I think this might be 3D, which is like, it's a pretty shitty one, to be honest with you. But you gotta watch them all, you know what I mean? So we're watching that, and she runs by a gravestone, and it says like August 18th. And then so I like Googled and shit, and I could be totally wrong again, but I've like checked this like multiple times just to see if like something's changed. And the murder happened on the 18th. My birthday is the 19th. They discovered the bodies basically on the day I was, well, you know, years prior, right, same year. But like how it's like weird how it all like links up like that. Where I'm like, damn, bro, this is what I was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying,
bro? It's like one of those.
Saying you came back reincarnated as the Texas Chains. Like
I'm just saying this. I'm just saying this is what it was supposed to be the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like the name, the logo, you know what I'm saying? You can't change none of that shit. It's all facts.
That's too many pieces to be coincidental.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? So that's really cool how that all came together. I love it. I never really realized it was the Mass, AKA, and then exactly. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Now it's Leatherface. So
and unfortunately, my mom is admitting her faults in life, but that's the first step to recovery, Mom. Is that we admit when we're wrong, and then you let your daughter correct you. That's big. That's big parenting steps. Right
I honestly thought that you called yourself Massaka because like. Here in New England, we don't pronounce our R's, so we wouldn't say massacre. We would say massacre.
That is another piece to that. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Massaka. Yes. Yeah.
So
I always say that to people when they say, "Oh, Massaka," and I'm like, not like pronounce it the way you would, you know, Massaka. You know what I mean? But yeah. So a lot of flips, pretty deep, but you know.
Right. No, I like it. It fits. Massaka, when did you get involved with hip hop? Was hip hop something that was always in your household? Was it something you found a little bit later in life? How did that happen?
So as far as anybody that remembers the shows back in the day, I'm talking like Jerky's, City Cafe, and all those shows back then. My mom's at every single one of them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, huge supporter from day one. And I would say that since the beginning, she's always been into hip hop and rock. So in my household, at the beginning, my father was into, you know, classic rock, the AC/DC, Bon Jovi, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, stuff like that. But my mom was like Salt and Pepper, Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, like that whole Def Jam, like startup and stuff. And so I got into it but I'll never forget, dude. I'll never forget when I first heard, like, my neighbor up the street comes over, yellow cassette tape. What's up, little man? Yeah. What's up?
Was that Zane?
What do I do? I do stuff. So I'll never forget. My neighbor comes up. This is Xander, by the way. You can say hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Doing a great job from upstairs because somehow he weaseled his way down to the basement. So I remember. I'll never forget. Comes over, right? He's like, "Yo, you gotta hear this." I'm like, "What?" Like, I don't. He's like, "You gotta hear this." I'm not a yellow cassette player. You know what I mean? The little foam with the metal band on the headbands. You know what I'm talking about? And he puts it on or whatever, and all I hear is METHOD, man. And he's got 36 chambers, and he's showing me Method Man. Like, that one track was like the first one, and that's what I heard. Yeah. And I was like hooked. Yeah. I was hooked. Like that was it. The METHOD, man, and that whole 36 chambers on cassette. That was the first thing I heard. The first single I actually owned was Coolio Gangsta's Paradise.
Me too, bro.
Was it for real?
Me too, bro. Yeah. I went and copped that. Man.
We old, bro.
Yeah. Gangsta's Paradise changed my life, man. Yeah. I'm 23. Ever will I live to see 24 the way things is looking? I don't know.
Bro, that was like I said, that was the first one. So, but yeah, so between my mother listening, Coolio the Goat, what's up, jeez. So, well, I actually heard Fantastic Voyage was his first hit though. Yeah. Coolio's, yeah. So it was that one, but yeah, I remember getting that. Bro, singles used to be mad money, bro.
Yeah.
What they like $9.99 or something?
I think $3.99 was the most I ever paid for one.
Oh, really? I thought it was more than $5.
Yeah.
Because I remember always just being like, "This is crazy. You're paying that for one song."
Of course, I am an old head. I remember B-sides. Obviously, you get B-side with the instrumental and shit for a single. That was dope. Those were cool.
I came from the Napster era, so I got all my shit for free.
Facts.
We should have said that. So we, you know what I mean? So we feel a little younger, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm from LimeWire. What's Napster?
Kazaa, Morpheus, you know that?
Yeah. John, you got a question for Massaka?
So that's how you started. So what was it like starting or rapping in the scene of like Massachusetts and Rhode Island? Like what was it like coming up in that scene?
So I was actually like I said, I was born in Texas. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know I moved actually from Texas. I lived in Germany. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I lived in Germany for a year. Moved back here when I was 2. So I don't remember Texas, which we're traveling to Texas. We're going to Austin, Texas for the Cyphers, right? And I'm like, it's literally, though I was born there, it's my first time going to Texas. Like, because I was 1. You know, I don't remember nothing.
Right.
So that's gonna be brand new to me. So I'm excited for that. But what were you saying there, Johnny?
So like, how did you start like rapping in the New England scene? So like, how did you come up in that scene? How'd you like get to the point where you got up with lingo and stuff?
Oh yeah. So okay. So then basically what I was getting back was so when I got back from Germany between 2 and 10, I lived in Taunton, Mass, so a city. Then I moved to Lakeville, which is like the woods. So I went from city to woods, right? And but like hip hop was still, I mean, that was still a huge part, you know, of my life. So I honestly, I don't remember why I just started writing, but I just started writing. And then if there's anybody in here that went to school with me, they'll tell you there was a contest, and I don't know if your high schools had it. So I went to Old Colony High School in Rochester, and the mascot's a cougar. So the contest was like Mr. Cougar, like who's, you know what I'm saying, the top dog of the high school, you know. And then they had a talent section, like section or whatever, like part of it. Did your high schools have that?
Yeah, we had talent shows and shit.
No, but it was like
No, we didn't have like Mr. Island. Like I'm from Middletown, so we didn't have like Mr. Islander. That would have been dope though, but no.
Yeah, so they had. I know other high schools have had stuff like that because I've talked to other people. But anyway, so I do this, and I'm like, everyone's like kind of copying their own thing and like doing some SNL type shit, and I went up, I recorded or I spit like a verse, and then I went into a song basically about my life. It was called "Does a Real Man Cry" is what the name of the song was. And I had people freaking out, bro.
Wow.
Like straight freaking out. The dude that was the DJ came up to me after. He's like, "We're gonna make beats." He's like, "I make beats." So I started, writing to his beats and stuff. And I don't know, man. That's how I started that, like then. And then I moved. So that was like 18, right? So I moved back to Taunton. 18, boom, I'm out the door, apartment, I'm on my own. I'm like, I'm out the house, I can do this now. So I got an apartment at 18 and I needed a place to record. So here I am back in Taunton, back in the city that, I basically grew up most of my life. And trying to find some place to record. I hit up this dude and he records me for a song. He's like, "Yo, dope, whatever," right? I hit him up a couple days later. I'm like, "Yo, I need to get back in the booth." He's like, "All right," records me. I hit him back again. I was like, "Yo, I need like a couple more hours. I got to do a couple more tracks." He's like, "Yo, I'll be honest. Couple songs, cool." He's like, "But I cannot." He's like, "I do not have the time to record as fast as you are writing." He's like, "I cannot record you." And he's like, "But I know a guy." So, yeah. So he's like, "You got to talk to this dude, Lingo, Silver City Records. And that whole era," and he's like, you gotta talk to him. He's the man. He's got his own studio. That's what he does full time. So that's how I met Lingo. And I've known Lingo since like 2004, maybe 2005, something. I think 2004, something like that. So
that's crazy.
Yeah,
kids.
Yeah.
Now, what was your experience like with him the first time recording when you met him?
Oh, I was like, I felt comfortable because I'm like, this dude knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, It was no different now than what it was back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knew how to work the program. He knew how to line up your vocals. He knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, throwing out suggestions, things you can do. Because, I mean, I'm still brand new to this shit, So, I've only recorded a couple songs. But you can ask Lingo. Ain't nobody. I was automatically booked. He didn't wipe my name off the goddamn calendar. I was in there every Friday for like 2.5 years. Every Friday. Like, I don't think, like, if I missed a Friday, it was like emergency on either my end or his end.
Hey, I got a question.
In there recording 2 tracks every week.
I got a question about the board. Was your name ever on the whiteboard?
Oh, for owing money? I don't, maybe. Probably. I told him, I'm like, "Yo, don't ever put my fucking name up on there. I don't want to ever see that shit up on there."
I used to go in there and take notice. Oh, damn. All right. Damn.
I'm like, scumbag, piece of shit. Look at that dude. He owes 3 times as much as the other dude.
Yeah. Like, what were you thinking with this one, bro? Of course.
Yeah. You ain't never getting that one.
That's funny.
I've never noticed this infamous board. I was in there like a few times, but I've never noticed the infamous board.
Oh yeah, if you owed money, bro, you went on that. But I'm like, I told him, I'm like, "Bro, don't ever put me on that shit." He's like, "I just do it to remind myself." I'm like, "Yeah," and at the same time, made me look like a d-bag because I owe you like fucking $15.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
$7.50.
I don't even know you a $20 bill, and
Jeez, on the wall of shame.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wall of shame. Yeah. Oh yeah. Big. Yeah.
Pretty much
big
the wall of shame, bro. So
that's
cool. So you started recording and shit. Yes, when did you get into performing live?
Well, so my first live performance technically was high school. And then I don't know.
Was it through Lingo and stuff that you got those connects?
I'm trying to like picture like, bro, you know what? To find the real info, you should have told me this before because I'd have to fucking go into the MySpace account, dude, and find all the show flyers, bro, under the album show flyers. You know what I mean? It's like 326 shows, something bullshit, or
Well,
like
that's
flyers up in that thing.
That's part of the conversation that pops organically. So
I know.
I couldn't
I'm
do
just
anything.
talking some shit.
It was just natural.
I just have some shit. But yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, maybe. So I started. I did do some Boston shows. The only thing I would say I regret, kind of, sort of, in my career, not that it can't change or anything, but would be that I didn't do enough shows in Boston. I only did, you know what I'm saying, like a few here and there and stuff. I didn't do as much, and like there's a lot of talented MCs out there, but I'm blessed with the family that I have here in Rhode Island as well, even though I'm not even from Rhode Island. But I'm saying that I've made through artists in Rhode Island. But I always wish, man, Boston artists and Providence artists really worked more together, because it's the same rappers still doing stuff that you knew would be. Yeah. There's the same rappers down in Providence still doing the same shit you knew they would be, you know? Yeah. But the connections are just never made like that, unfortunately. Right.
Yeah, that is odd. It is odd how New England as a whole, we stay separated on that front.
Yeah, and I'm in Taunton, so I'm 40 minutes south of Boston. I'm 40 minutes north of Providence. I'm dead smack in the middle. Right. But you would think there would definitely be more connections there between artists, you know. There should be. I don't see why not.
That segues for me into a question. Is if you could work with 5 grind mode affiliates not named Lingo or AyoK, who could you see Massaka blending well on a track with?
Who could I see me blending well?
Yeah,
bro, I'm a chameleon, bro. I any beat, any artist. You know what I'm saying? We you know, I'll make it work. You know what
you're
I'm
not
saying?
getting you're not getting out of the question. You're not.
I know. All right. So knowledge. Yeah. Knowledge is up there for someone I want to collab with. Definitely want to collab with Cap. Me and Big G's do have a track together. We need that's a reverse one. There was like 4 of us on the track. I want like me and Big G's on the track. Me and Vendetta got a track from back in the day. I want a new track with him. You know, we're over 10 years ago or something. You know, so it could be longer than that. I don't even know, man. You know, life becomes a blur after a while. You know that trip?
Yeah, we can say that.
You know, it's like you remember things, but it's just like, you know.
Yeah.
But
somewhere in my 20s.
Vendetta, Cat, Frankie V for sure. So I mean, there's tons more, man. There's so many talented artists, dude. Executive, another one. There's so many talented artists in grind mode. So I mean, it's tough to really just narrow down 5, but I think I just did that anyway.
Yeah, you did. Executive, I believe you're gonna get the chance to meet.
Yeah.
In Austin.
Well, no, I've met him before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he was at the barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, we got the same last name. It's even spelt the same and everything, which is fucking super weird, bro. Because ain't nobody got the, you know, it's never spelt like that. RHOA. Nah, never.
You're related from the mother England.
Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Johnny, you got a question?
Yeah. So, you talked about the artists you'd like to collab with. So you were on the very first grind mode Cipher. You were on the mixtape era too, but let's just kind of skip over that. So when Lingo approached you about the Cipher idea, like what was your thoughts and like what were you planning to do with it?
I'm not. So when he brought up the idea, you have to think too, like that time. Not that we're not like great friends or anything, but you know he's a busy dude. He's traveling. I got my business and stuff. So, but at that time, me and Lingo we're in the studio every week together, and then we're hanging out on the weekends. You know, every weekend for years. So he already had thrown the idea by me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, actually didn't even throw the idea by me. He just said, I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. You know, Link. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, he's got his vision. So he's like, yo, we're doing this. I'm like, dope. And I said, I want on the first one. Like, let's get it. You know, so he told me I could be on that first one. And he's like, oh, if I don't get you on the first one, he's like, he's like, I'm doing more than one. It's not just gonna be one. And here we are, you know, volume 932. But But yeah, so he's like, yo, you're on the first one. And he's like, let's do it. Right, yeah, no, it's all good. So
yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah. So that's pretty fire, bro. You know, to be there since day one. I try explaining to some other people too. And for anybody watching right now, whether you've only been an affiliate for a couple months, whether you haven't even been on a Cypher yet, but soon to be, hopefully, or maybe you're just a fan or anything, loyalty is huge. Not only in this business, but just in the game of life. So I've been there since day one, and something would never change. Like, there's nothing that would happen that would ever change the friendship that me and Lingo have, regardless if he takes off and goes into some crazy some superstardom, right? Or vice versa. We'd still be best friends. We'd still link up, hang out, make music together, whatever. You know, it doesn't matter, but loyalty is huge. And I've seen, because I've been around since the beginning, I've seen so many people, you know, Lingo smiles and just keeps it moving. You know what I mean? Me, I tend to say shit sometimes, you know, because I just don't have that kind, you know, with different personalities. But I've just seen so many people that I thought would be there forever, or that I thought were loyal, or that I thought would never, you know what I'm saying? Just like turn around and walk away, or act like, you know, Lingo or Grimo didn't exist, or like he never did nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? So just loyalty's huge, just, you know, not even aside of music and the game of life. So just, you know, treat everybody with respect and stuff like that, especially Lingo, as we know, is like most loyal, humble dude you ever gonna meet in your life anyway. So I don't even know why people act funny like that, but it's just just sometimes how it be, bro.
Very truthful statement. You guys know we've talked about it here before as well on Behind the Grind, that once you become affiliated with the fam, that's what we consider is like fam. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're a 1-off or a 2-off and you come through and you know, you don't really extend a hand like that, you don't really mingle or interact with the other artists, which is a big part of these events. Like if you're going to a Grimo Cypher and you're not mingling and interacting with the other artists, you're pretty much wasting your own time. So once we start mingling and getting to know each other, man, I compare it to like a fraternity, which I haven't been a part of, but I'm a part of Grind Mode. And from the things I see and I've learned about fraternities, I feel like Grind Mode is an example of that. And it's like a brotherhood, and you have your senior members and you have your newer members and everyone in between. And we all treat each other with respect. You know, sometimes people get out of pocket, they get checked, and sometimes we split ways, and that's just how it is. Like Massaka said, Lingo keeps it moving. He's a very humble dude, but I'm sure fans that have been around as long as we have, and like Massaka's been around since the very beginning, like you guys have seen some people come and some go.
Yeah, there's no, Lingo's too busy, dude, to sit and give attention to something that's really not gonna progress him or put him in a better situation. You know what I'm saying? He's a busy guy. He's got stuff to do. So, you know.
Facts. Big facts. Hey, we're about to get into rapid fire. You got a question before rapid fire, Johnny?
No, let's just get right into it.
Letting it ride.
Let's go.
Where's my sound?
I'm not downstairs right now.
Man.
I don't need the sound effects on me.
Johnny's slacking today, guys. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna share the
hit him off with the bang bang.
Rapid fire brought to you by Brawlers Inc. Clothing.
Yes, sir. Shout out to
Brawlers Inc. BrawlersIncClothing.com. Grab you a fresh t-shirt today.
Purchase your merch today.
Let's see. Where's my timer? Here it is. All right, guys, we're gonna put on a 2-minute timer right now. It's about 8:30. We're gonna get into rapid fire. Check it out. Massaka, we want like 1-word answers unless we ask you to elaborate, okay?
Got it.
Let's go. Johnny, you're gonna go first.
All right. Super Smash Brothers or Mario Kart?
Mario Kart.
Dre or Premier Beat?
Premier.
Kanye West or Drake?
That was the wrong question to ask me, buddy. I am gonna go with Drake though.
Let's see. You can feature on an album with either Jay-Z or Nas.
Nas.
Favorite member of Slaughterhouse?
Crook.
I knew that one. Daytime or nighttime?
Nighttime.
Buffalo or barbecue wings?
Dog, my nickname Johnny Buffalo Chicken is Buffalo. It's Buffalo.
most listened to album.
Oh, shit. Probably Bone Thugs and Harmony, East 99.
Favorite song you've ever made?
Damn.
That's tough.
Bro, for reals, I can't do this one. I can't
What
do this
about
one.
it?
I got 9 albums, my guy. I don't know.
What about
Radio, maybe radio as a whole.
check it out? East Coast hip hop, West Coast hip hop.
East.
Okay.
Favorite member of Wu-Tang?
Method. We've already talked about this, Johnny. Method.
Old school 50 Cent or Big L?
Big L.
Favorite 50 Cent album?
Get Rich.
Dirty South or East Coast?
It's still East Coast, bro.
Yeah, it's terrible. Sorry.
Favorite character to use in Super Smash?
Bowser.
Rancher Blue Cheese.
Blue Cheese.
Bowser, really?
Wait, we got to check the judges. Did he get blue cheese in? The judges say yes.
Survey says.
Survey says pineapple papaya. Massaka, why don't you tell the people your favorite type of beer?
It's probably IPAs.
Yeah, we knew that. So, what's this music playing? Can anyone else hear this?
No.
Let's, shut that off for you guys.
So usually around this time is when we go into questions from the live chat. I haven't really seen any in there, but
No,
you guys have any questions for Massaka while we're here?
Silence and wait.
I know. What's
Yes, waits for a question. I know Big G's has a question. I'm surprised AyoK's not popping off in here with some links. AyoK's usually in here links and shit. Link. I call him Zelda. You get the reference.
I think I got that.
Massaka, why don't you tell the people a little bit about what you do during the daytime for a living?
All right. So my full-time job, for the ones who don't know, is I own a video game store. April 1st will be 6 years in business.
Dope.
Yeah, we started off at 1,800 square feet, and we moved up to 2,600. So we're in 2,600 square foot space, and we're the currently the largest retro video game store in New England.
That's awesome. And if you guys haven't been there, definitely go there. I've been there myself a few times. Like, I always try to purchase something every time I go in there. Like last time I got a plush for my son. But definitely a really dope store if you're into video games, if you're into like old action figures, whole bunch of great stuff you have in there.
Yeah, so we buy and sell everything from 1985 and up. So yeah, original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, all the way up to current stuff. Nintendo Switch, PS5, and everything in between. You just dug out your GameCube out of the closet and you're missing a power adapter. We got those, you know what I mean? So we got the peripherals you'll need, you know what I mean, to make it happen. So we buy and sell everything, like I said, from 1985 and up. So
that's dope. Now, Johnny, I have a question for you, since you have been to Bowser's Basement. Now, when you go, is Massaka working, or is he like playing the games and playing with the toys?
So, there's been a few times that I went there where he actually wasn't even in the building, but there has been a few times where I've gone there and he was just kind of chilling.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The one thing that pissed me off when people come in and they're like, "Oh, this is you get that like." That old school dude that's just like, oh, this is quite the job you got. You get to just sit here and play video games all day. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I clean them, I price them, I sell them, I don't play them. Right. They're like, oh, all right. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm there to work. Like when I'm home, yeah, hell yeah, I get my game on, and after this, I'll probably play some games myself. But yeah, never at work.
Obviously
Business,
not.
pleasure.
Obviously not with 6 years of consecutive running successful business. So congratulations for
Thanks,
that.
buddy.
And why don't you tell us the address of that so everyone can know where it's
Yeah,
at?
so the name of the store is called Bowser's Basement. It's located at 239 Broadway, Taunton, Massachusetts, 02780.
Absolutely. And
That's it.
I think I saw a post from you not too long ago that you almost have every Nintendo game ever made or every Super Nintendo game ever
I
made.
do. I finished it.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Well, there's literally nothing that you can't find if you're looking for something for Nintendo. That's fucking amazing. That's so dope.
Yeah. So I currently got over 700 physical NES games, over 700 plus physical Super Nintendo games. I have the whole Nintendo set, whole Super Nintendo set, and I got all every Nintendo 64 game made. They only did 296. I have all 296 of those. I got quite the collection here.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to come in because I need to up my N64 collection. So I might need to come in.
So I got a question for you.
Hit me.
Now you've been on a bunch of feature ciphers for grind mode.
Yes, sir.
Like Joell Ortiz, the Hi-Rez, Diabolic, Chino, to name a few. Who is your favorite feature cipher? Maybe because you got to meet the person, maybe because of their verse, maybe because of just the overall experience. Who would you say, even including grind mode affiliate Token, Massaka has been on a cipher with? Who would you say was your favorite? Overall experience.
You're saying them, right? In particular. Yeah. Which one?
Yeah.
I would say Chino.
Yeah.
The reason I would say Chino is his album "I Told You So." I'm not sure if you guys have heard that album.
No.
The album's crazy, bro. He disses everybody under the sun. His bars are absolutely insane. But to me, it was always this like Chino always gave like this dark, mysterious type character type role where I'm like, oh man, this dude's a dick. Like this dude's a real asshole. And then I met him and I'm like, bro, he's a beast on the mic, but he's like a real humble, down to earth type dude. He was there for, he was in that building that day for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't there like acting like a diva, like he's better than everybody else. And sometimes that happens. I've had instances where we met people or didn't meet people because of how much divas they were. And it can completely go the other way and completely make you not even look at that artist the same. Like you can't even like listen to their music anymore. You know what I mean? Like just feel like different about them, Yeah. But yeah, no, Chino's probably not my favorite rapper out of all of them, even though he is up there for me actually. Because like I said, I've been listening to him since he dissed Tupac, dude. Him and Tupac had a beef back in the day. This is like 1994.
Yeah.
Oh, is that? Oh yeah, he died in 97. So 96. Biggie died in 97.
Biggie 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was around that time. But Chino threw out a line. I'm trying in this industry. I'm trying not to get like Tupac did in jail. And Bob Pac's like, you know what I mean? And yeah, dude, that's a strong line, So he said that, and that kind of just like sparked some rivalry right there. I was like, yo, who's this dude like going at Pac? Like to us, Pac was like the untouchable.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was the untouchable. So
Pac actually must have either respected him or really felt that shot for him to call a relatively unknown rapper's name out in the greatest diss track of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
True.
But anyway, John, you got a question? Because I got one.
So I kind of just lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? We were talking
about who was your favorite cipher experience.
So with Chino XL, right? Like what was the kind of experience that you had with him, like outside of the rap stuff, like when you was just chilling there? Like did you guys have any conversations? Did he like
no, because I'm kind of one of those people, bro. I'm not like down these artists' throat because I don't want to make nobody feel like I never fanboy out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like, if I walked in a room and Eminem was in it, I'd probably like freak the fuck out, or like Jay-Z or like a Nas, you know, something of that caliber. But I never feel that way with really anybody, and just ever. And I don't want them to feel uncomfortable either, because then, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's there for business.
So it was more of like a what's up and kind of keep it moving type thing.
Yeah, most of the time. I mean, you know, with Slaughterhouse, I mean, I talked to Joell several times, Crooked Eye several times, and stuff like that. And we sat there, have like conversations. And I can name a couple other artists, same thing, you know, just sat there, just have conversations, just bullshitting. But yeah, nah, I try, because you see, you know, you're there at the Cipher or whatever, and like, there's like 4 people surrounding that person, like trying to, like, you know, and I'm like, I'm not going to be the 5th or 6th person sitting there, like, you know, trying to compensate, you know.
It's one thing when like,
you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, when we had Daylight in Providence, battle rapper Daylight do the Cipher, he, like, you know, he's always the center of attention anyway, so he stood around after and started telling stories. Now there was obviously artists there and stuff, but we all had our +1s, +2s, or whatever that were there, and those people generally like always go towards the artist for the most part. So once he had a small group of people around him, he just kind of started really opening up and telling us some stories and shit. And like you said before, about this can either really put you on to somebody or turn them off completely from their music and shit. Like that's what put me on to Daylight, was getting to know him, and for that 45 minutes or whatever it may have been, and just him telling us a few stories and getting us laughing, everyone laughing together.
Oh yeah, he's a funny dude, and you know, he's a comedian, bro. And if anyone's ever saw his battles prior to that, showing up that day, they know.
You knew.
Yeah.
And when we did the Webby Cipher, he was cool too. He was like showing us like his tattoos and stuff, and like telling us why he got them. Like, I don't know, it was like some of them are gonna be cool, and then others will be like, I don't want to mention any names, but there was one where like
mention names,
texting in the video and stuff. Like,
no, don't mention that in my video, please.
Yeah.
Don't mention that in my video. Thank you. Or in our video, I should say. Yeah. But I know.
No, this is your video, bro. This is 35.
This is our video.
No, this is Massaka.
But just to kind of move off of that, AyoK posted a post about this, and he mentioned that you guys have a song that was placed in a movie. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have we got placement in a movie called Street Society. It's in Indonesia. So it's an Indonesia film. I'm not gonna lie, look it up. It's super fire. Like, you think it's basically like Fast and the Furious, but they ain't riding around in Toyota Supras and Mazda RX-7s. They're using Lambos, you know, Ferrari Spiders, Bugattis. They're using all the high ends. So and they did a pull-up scene with the cars at the beginning. And whose music's playing at the beginning? AyoK and Massaka, reverse, baby. So it was pretty dope. It's pretty dope. So the movie's got, just on YouTube, had like, I don't even, 20, 30, 40 million views just on YouTube.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Bro, it was huge.
That's wild.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was bigger than what we.
Yeah. You were like,
even, like, in a movie, cool, bro. And then like, you're like, oh shit, this thing's doing numbers, yo. And like, had no idea, you know.
You forget that Indonesia's population is like 7 million on top of 7 million people just living. If I'm not mistaken, I think they have a high population count. I don't know. So yeah.
Like, have you ever had someone hit you up and be like, "Yo, I heard your song in Street Society. That was really dope." Or was that you in Street? No one's ever done that.
No, that would be cool though.
Nah, that would. Yeah, but nah. I'd be a liar if I told you that happened. I don't recall that ever happening. No.
Like, just yesterday, bro. Hell yeah.
Like every day, bro. Like at least 4 messages in my inbox, guys.
Of the viewers in here, make sure you hit up Massaka tonight and be like, "Yo, I heard your movie. I heard your song."
Yo, I clicked the link for Street Society. That's
he's like,
and I did.
He's like, bro, I'm over here in Warwick, Rhode Island, bro. I heard that shit, dude. Definitely didn't see the behind the grind though.
This is totally organic, bro. So I'm gonna keep the interview rolling along.
Let's go.
Massaka, if you could change something about today's industry, the way it's set up, whether it's the amount artists are paid per stream, whether it's the fact that we have to stream music in general, whether it's something about live performances, if there's something about the industry the way it is today that you could change, what would it be?
Y'all ain't gonna like my answer. Well, you, Trip, you're probably cool with it. So the number one thing I cannot stand is social media. I use it because I have to, but I don't like it. I don't like this attachment where feeling like my skill level is based on my YouTube subscriber count. Right. My talent level is based on the amount of people that follow me on IG. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, people do dumbass pranks and they got millions of views, and that dude's more talented than me. Nah, we ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just don't feel. I feel like social media in general has crumbled society. Yeah. It's a gift and a curse for sure. Yeah. It's brought us a lot of great things, but I feel like all the great things it brought us, it's brought us 4 or 5 times the amount negative stuff. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't match. It's not equal. Right. So I would certainly say, you know, I love, if there was one thing I always loved and appreciate as an artist, and maybe that's what keeps lyricism alive with true art, like true artists, is I love just walking into a Strawberries or Sam Goody and digging through the you know what I'm saying, like Newberry Comics. I mean, they're still around, but they ain't got the selection before. Now it's all toys and collectibles. But I like digging through. Like, Trip, did you ever buy a CD because you didn't even know the artist, but the features look fire?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And have you ever found another artist?
I have too, just so you know.
What?
I said I have too, just so you know.
I didn't mean it like that, but I'm just saying, like, but like, because you know, going back, did you do that like often, Johnny? Like going to like and pick through CDs and shit for like a decade?
Yeah, of course. Like. Yeah. Like
Johnny's got some praise to him.
I'm not that young,
blood, bro.
I'm 30 years old, bro. Like I was around the CD era. I'm 30 years old.
No, I'm not saying that you weren't around the CD era, but like around like I'm saying like
I had 8 years on top of that to dig.
98 to 2003, 2004. I mean, I'm buying CDs because like that's how I got into a lot of like the Boston scene. I was like, you know, looking at something, I'm like, oh, well, I think it was like Jedi Mind Tricks or something. I bought a Jedi Mind Tricks, and then I see like 7L and Esoteric, and then so I got into 7L Esoteric. Then I saw Apathy. Then I saw Rex. Then I saw, you know what I'm saying? And like it all just spiraled into all these like, you know, New England like artists and stuff like that. What's up, Brian?
You see yourself going through those funny.
Yeah. Also, I'd buy albums that I had intended to go buy, and I'd find a feature on there that would put me on to another artist a lot of times too.
Bro, there was sometimes I would go to like a flea market, and there would be like people that are just selling like mix CDs for like $1, and I would buy that shit too.
Yeah, there you go. Matt, you know, Matt respect that, bro. You remember those days? Those.
Time the fuck out. Wait, so you would go to like a garage sale per se?
No, not a garage sale, like a flea market, bro. There were people that would sell like burnt CDs for $1.
So not it's not like 16-year-old Lisa from down the street's little mix CD she put together last summer when her heart got broke or some shit. It's like somebody who's actually trying to put together mixtapes professionally.
I wouldn't say professionally.
No, not professionally, dude.
Yeah,
it's like a blank Trip. It's like a blank CD, and then they make the cover art, and they just take like whatever the hottest like stuff out right now. So all right. If anything, to counter back of everything I just said about I hate the social media, what it has caused though is it's caused more security for artists to get paid for their music. Yes. So that I will say, because people like that ain't making the CDs anymore because people ain't buying CDs. So you can't bootleg all these people's hits and sell them for $1.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
true.
That's so you know what I mean? I'll go back on that one piece actually. Now that you brought that up, Johnny, that was a good point for sure. But other than that, I mean, the selling mixtapes out of trunks. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a grind and a hunger. It wasn't like, oh, just gonna upload it, see what happens.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
No, I hear you 100%.
Yeah, I really liked how you broke that down for us about the social media thing, and it is a gift and a curse, and it is sad that we have to abide by a popularity contest or what time I posted. Like, I'm looking at what time is the best time for me to post this. What words can I say in my algorithm so for the most people to see this? Like, we shouldn't have to go through that shit. Like, it should be based on like, yo, come see me Saturday night at the local bar. But I can't even do that because of the restrictions at the local bar, and because the ownership doesn't want hip hop in their bar because of possibility of violence per se. Even though hip hop just performed in front of 100 million people at the Super Bowl, they're worried about violence and stuff still. So
yeah, it's funny how that works, like I said, but the amount it brings, it definitely brings far more negativity that does not outweigh the positives for sure.
Big facts.
So kind of move off of that. I got a question.
Yeah. Let's go.
So you kind of already have something in your community, but we've been asking this to a lot of people, and like, if you had the means to, like, what is something that you would want to do from your music, like, for the community to help uplift it? Is there anything that you would think you would want to do?
So as a business, we do stuff all the time within the community. So you're saying music wise?
Yeah. So say you just went platinum right now. What is one thing that you would want to do in your community to help uplift it with the money that you have made from going platinum?
Oh, I'm a big believer in the school system failing our children. I'm a big believer that the school systems are definitely not held to the standard that they should be. I don't feel like, I feel like teachers are underpaid, and when people are underpaid, people give less Fs. No pun intended there. And but that was good though. But when they're under, when anyone in any job field is underpaid, they tend not to give it 100%. And I feel like teachers are underpaid. I feel like the school systems don't give enough bigger opportunities to these children to help them succeed in life. So I would definitely, it would all be invested into schooling.
Awesome. That's
absolutely great. I wouldn't even think about that. I already know that that's where it would go.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Unfortunately, on the topic for another podcast, the public school system is a arm of our United States beloved government. So we can thank our government for our excellent education systems and our teachers' pay rates and things like that, et cetera.
Bro, they spent my city. You should go in it for no reason. Just walking to the town, the city hall, dude. In my city, bro. Yo, check it out. Marble floors, bulletproof glass, bro, for the excise tax counter. What the hell you need? Bulletproof glass, bro, like this. What do you need? They're like, I'm like, I'm here to pay a bill. They can't even hear you through the goddamn thing. It's so goddamn thick. What do you need that for, bro? Hey, they spent like 2.3 million or 3.2 million. It was one of the two on a town hall. Hey, forget investing it into the school system, right? Some of these schools are getting shut down. They don't have, because they got, leaks in their roof. They don't got the proper amount of books. They don't have ACs. So in the summer, these kids, even if it is just for, the month of May and half of June, whatever, these kids, it's like, where's the money? The money goes funneled in wrong directions. You know what I'm saying? People are using money that just shouldn't be in charge of holding money. It's
funny how you mentioned that, and you mentioned excise tax in the same paragraph, because excise tax, where is that going? Where is any of our money going? I don't know. Why do I have to pay to drive on these roads? I don't know. It's crazy. Paying tax on my vehicle,
how's that beer doing?
Gas, paying tax on the road, paying tax on fucking everything.
Yeah. Yo, check this out, right? Here's a cool business tip, right? So in my business, this is funny for anyone that either owns a business, they'll tell you, or looking to own a business. Yo, the town charges me, this is legit, personal property tax. They charge me tax on my register, my glass cases, my shelves that hold the games. Those are considered personal property taxes. They charge me a portion of tax a year based on shit that I already paid for, that I own, and I already paid taxes on. I'm like, that's the biggest scam, bro. What are you talking about, personal property tax? You know,
that's rough.
Yeah. Hey, that watch on your wrist. Hand over some money. I need some personal property tax.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't understand. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam is a gangster, bro.
Bro, that's just they are. That's it. I mean, that's personal property tax, bro. I ain't even lying.
That's crazy, man.
That's some shit.
I just want to know one thing though. How's that beard doing?
What's going on? It's going great. All right, so next.
Check it out. Donnie, you got one, or you got the? I got one before the table question.
All right, go ahead.
If you could make music with any artist, dead or alive, from any genre, who would that be?
This is one, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. So just one. It would have to be. People gonna talk shit, bro, because people talk shit all the time. But M.
Yeah.
M.
I think a lot of people would say Eminem though.
Yeah, but he gets so much flack, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, the amount of hate he gets is unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. It's mind blowing.
He does get.
But he would be the one, because if you want to stack up lyrically, you want to know, all right, where am I at in my career? Like, how do I match up with one of the greatest wordsmiths ever? I definitely would say him.
Yeah, for sure.
I would definitely, any MC our age, in our age bracket, would, I'm sure, love to collab with the GOAT.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I want to turn that down in a heartbeat.
Well, let's go right into the table question. So, Massaka, you've seen these before. I'm sure you know what it is. So you're at a table, you're at a restaurant, there's 5 chairs. Who's sitting at that table with you, dead or alive? Could be a cartoon character, person from a movie, anybody who's at that table with you.
All right, I want to say, first off, love and hate this question, because to break it down to 5 is just unreal. But this is what I just quickly thought of, right?
Okay.
So first off, without a doubt, my best friend that I lost April 1st will be April 11th will be 10 years since he's been gone. Without a doubt, he's the first person. It's not even a question. Second would be Tom Brady.
Okay.
I need the GOAT there to motivate me, to give me that winning mentality, positivity. Get me on the right track here.
Put you on that TB12. Put you on
definitely
that.
the GOAT, even though a couple Pats haters up in here.
Yeah, you want to get on the TB12, on the TB12 exercise plan and shit.
Yo, you trying to make some fucking jokes right now?
Oh, trying to get pliable.
I thought we were boys, bro.
You're trying to get pliable.
So I'd say him, because it'd be like a him or Michael Jordan, where they're just they can just give you that winning, kill or be killed mentality. So that definitely them two. I don't know why, but Mark Wahlberg, he's always been just I don't know, just like that. He's just like that Boston dude. You know what I mean? So Mark Wahlberg, Raphael as a Ninja Turtles motherfucker.
My man.
That's the homie.
Man.
He's a badass. He's a shit talker, but he holds his own.
That might be one of the best people we've ever had sit at a table.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it gets better, buddy.
Okay.
Fucking Al Bundy, because I need some comedic. I need some comedy relief, and Al Bundy's gonna make that happen. All right.
Yeah.
So those are some quick. That's a quick 5 for you.
I like that. Al Bundy. I just traditionally put my hand down my pants when you said Al Bundy.
Everybody saw.
So everyone knows.
That's
what my hand is. That's what my hand is right now.
Yeah,
Look at this.
That's my 5.
Whoever just commented is definitely gonna have to get blocked here.
Yeah, seriously. Especially with a fucking name like that. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, they already got blocked.
Oh,
And it said, "I want to ruin your show."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was
Well,
very.
joke's on you because the show's fucking over, stupid. Could have been here an hour ago.
No, it ain't over.
Right. All right, we here.
So,
that's just like people are crazy, man. Huh? That was insane. I don't know if Massaka could see that. I don't know if I got to it before you could see it.
Oh, I don't care with anybody. Just whatever. Just block them. We know. We know who's grind mode.
Name. It's just their name. It says.
I see it.
Yeah, you see it.
Don't give
me. So I wanted to hold up these relics real quick.
Please.
Because I don't know if anyone's shown these off yet. I'm assuming that
you got them?
Huh?
You got those things? I've seen pictures.
So for people who don't know, this is the first grind mode mixtape. This was before the Cyphers, released in 2008. Got that. And then there's volume 2, and then volume 3 was a Biggie tribute. Kind of salty. He never did a Pac one. Me and Lingo has always had a battle. It's always been, Pac's the best, and he's always said Biggie's the best. So I was kind of salty. He did a big one, but not for Pac. But it's all good.
Biggie was the best, definitely.
Yeah.
Did you get those at the Rainham flea market for $1.99?
No, the funny thing is, somebody from Indonesia mailed those to him and was like, "Yo, I heard you on these."
Hey, I heard you on this movie that you're going to be on in 20 years. No,
yo, I'm lining it up right now. Maybe we can make it pop up.
Yeah.
Any day,
bro.
now.
I got a vision, bro. I got a vision. I can see it.
Any day now, 20 years later, you finally get the call.
Yeah, so I got those. So I wanted to bring those out. My homie, I had to mention this. So I had to bring out some stuff. AyoK, Love Me to Death, or Hate Me for Life, Love Me to Death album. This is how me and AyoK made our first collab called How We Roll. And that's what spun into the song winning contest for Anno Domini Records.
Yeah.
So that's we knew each other. And you can ask Lingo. I always said to him, I was always like, bro, this dude can spit, bro. He can spit. I'm telling you, he's nice. He's gonna be nasty. He's gonna be nasty. Like, I'm telling you, like, I knew it. This was like before then, and now he's like one of the greatest. He's such an amazing lyricist. The way he compiles, his compounds and his syllables, and he bounces back and forth on a beat, bro. It's highly underrated if we're being quite honest with you. But yeah, so that's how I met AyoK. Well, as far as we linked on music and came up with the album. So I got that, and then I dug this up. You ready, boy?
Oh, yeah, I'm born ready. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Huh?
So we're in a newspaper article. Local rappers win competition for recording deal.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I still got that. AyoK, if you need one, let me know. I got like
that framed.
Bro, I might need one. I might need one of those.
I got like 10 of them.
Yeah.
You put that, you can hang that next to your Brady jersey up there.
That's my boys. You know it damn well. I do own a Brady jersey, but it's the throwback red. It's the throwback red. On that note, guys, I did want to get into the Anno Domini record deal that you and AyoK had won as Reverse, and which spun into the track being put on the movie and all that. Unfortunately, we are out of time. So Massaka, I would love to have you back one of these days and get back in here and chop it up. Maybe we could have Reverse as a guest, and that way we could have you guys back even sooner, because that would be our first duo.
That would be a great idea, because then we can kind of talk about both of you guys. Like you can talk about how you came up, the contest, the Juggernauts album, which is actually, I love that album. I just want to say.
Yeah, Johnny talks about that all the time. Honestly,
thanks, bro.
I do. When do I talk about that all the time?
When we talk about local hip hop, you talk about that album all the time.
Oh yeah, like that's a great album.
And the album,
not even just because I have a verse on it.
Oh, see, you don't even say that. You never really say that part either. So
No, I don't. Like, I have a verse on there, but it's from a grime mode cipher, but we do need a regular record. Yes. But that album is great from front to back.
Barrio Brothers, bro. Let's go.
I'm with it. All right, guys. Yeah. So on that note, we will have Reverse as guests. I'm gonna reach out to Massaka off screen and AyoK and see when we can make that happen. So that would be really cool. I think
that's a good idea.
Yeah, that would be cool. All right, guys. Massaka, why don't you tell the people where they can find your music and gaming? Give them your links that are also in the description, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Yes, sir. So so my business is Bowser's Basement. You can just search that on Facebook. I use the Facebook as my basically my website. So you can go there for all the information. We use IG, but not as frequent as Facebook. As far as streaming, I also stream video games. I've been lighting off a little bit on that to try to focus more on music. It's only so much time in a day, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on that, but it is something I love and do enjoy, and I've already built a great following so far, over 1,700 followers in just over a year. Yeah, so that's MassakaGaming, so you can search that. And then for music, it's just Massaka or MassakaMusic. Very important, though, I do want to touch on this. I'm doing Monday Massaka videos. Every Monday, I'm releasing a video live on, well, not live, but I'm releasing a video on my Facebook and also on YouTube. So be sure to check those both out. And like I said, 52 weeks. So it's going to be 52 weeks of music. And it's just going to be, it's basically to get you familiarized with me, with my music. I keep releasing, all these tracks and people like, I forgot this existed, or I never heard this before. And, either one is good because now I'm hitting a demographic that didn't even know that this music existed. So while I work on the new album, which is certainly coming. So to touch on that real quick before we head out, I released a video called What About It? We filmed it in Aruba. We rented a villa right on the ocean, almost $8,000 for a week, bro. Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Did you catch that little mini flex trip right there?
Bro, hey, it was split. It was split 7 ways, all right? Yeah. But just to give you an idea how fucking crazy it was. So we were there. One of the dudes from The Matrix, the movie, stayed there because his plaque was on the wall. That was kind of
movie.
Weird. Yeah,
the movie The Matrix.
The movie The Matrix. Yeah, no, not the actual Matrix. So hey, you know that guy? But nah. So we recorded that while I was there. I recorded a second music video. So I have 2 videos I filmed in Aruba. One has been released. And then I went to Dominican Republic where I filmed another 2 music videos in Dominican Republic. And I'm headed to Portugal in July, and I'm looking to shoot another 2 to 4 music videos while I'm out in Portugal for 2 weeks. So
get it.
Oh, what part of Portugal are you going to?
So my family's from the Azores. My family's from Santa Maria. So we're doing Santa Maria and San Miguel, and my wife's family's from Madeira. So we're doing Madeira for a week, and the other week we're going to do Santa Maria and San Miguel.
I didn't even know you were Portuguese, bro. Shout out to you.
Portuguese and Irish and German.
All right, my Portuguese brother.
Where's your family from? Well, I know you're Portuguese too. But where?
San Miguel.
Oh, so the main, yeah.
That's dope.
So So I'm looking forward. Hey, after we get off though, if you know any spots though, I should be like going or checking out. Have you been there?
When I was a baby, bro.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
But I do know. I can ask my dad.
Yeah.
I don't know what part of San Miguel you're going to, but.
All right, guys.
We don't know. We're winging it, bro.
Let's wrap it up. I want to plug, guys. I was gonna plug the Monday Massaka. Make sure you check that out. He's just getting into it. 52 straight weeks of music on Mondays, released on his Facebook and YouTube channel. He's only creeping up on week 10 right now, so make sure you guys get into that. Also, I wanted to say, if you know any artists or if you're an up-and-coming artist yourself, every Sunday night we do a live stream on this channel hosted by Lingo and AyoK, where you can send your music in for a potential review with a donation, and you can get some feedback from like 40 plus heads in the chat, plus Lingo and AyoK themselves. That's every Sunday night at 9 o'clock right here, same channel. Guys, this is volume 35, Behind the Grind.
Yes, sir. Thank you for kicking it with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure as always, fellas.
Of course. Yeah, great job, Massaka. And we'll be talking to you soon with the homie AyoK as reverse.
Sounds good, man.
Excellent.
All right, have a good one, fellas.
Have a good night, all right? Peace. Uh-oh.